I get a lot of requests from people online and when I'm on chats, things and things like that, people looking for a handicapped van. That seems to be a big issue. We got more and more people with disabilities, and particularly aging people in our society. As our society gets older, like me, I run around in a handicapped van one of these days. So I'm always showing them local sources and what government programs or whatever. But now I found one source. It's actually somebody I think sells used vans or something like that. So he's a for-profit, but he has a nice directory of local sources to pay for things from government programs. And they're called mobilityworks.com. Mobilityworks, WORKS.com. And you could go there by state and see, like, every state has what's called an Assistant Technology Resource Center. See, that's just one of the places they have for every state. So your state will have it, a good shopping list. And I always look for shopping lists because it's so scattered and you can't say, this is the place for every state. No, it's different everywhere. That's why I do the one-stop, kind of reports by state. So I show you all the programs from the government within that state. And these are in there too. But if you don't have my report, this is, a way to find out about handicapped vans. Assisted Technology Resource Center. There's a place that tells you people with disabilities how to use technology to live a better life. They have technology products you could borrow to see if they work for your disability. And they have money programs, grants and loans and things like that, low interest loans to buy technology to live a better life. There's also an Office of Developmental Disabilities. So they have the local office for you, or actually the state office, and the state office of Vocational Rehabilitation Services. So they're pretty knowledgeable about the normal sources of funding for something like that. And you should contact your local public library. The reference librarian there should have sources, local sources, nonprofits and whatever, that have funding for something like that. And their website again is mobilityworks.com. This is the first .com I think I've talked about in doing these. So mobility, mobility, works, works. Everybody works. They work at something. So mobilityworks.com. And that's a single place to look for every state of potential. Now that's not all the sources, but it's a good starting point. Remember, everything I give you is not the end all and be all. This is just a source to start. There's hundreds, even dozens, but you got to have a source to start. Maybe you get lucky with the one source. Maybe you won't. If you don't stop. You don't stop. You're out of the game if you stop. It's out there. You just don't know where yet. It's always the last place you look. If you're looking for more free money sources or little known income opportunities like this, let's say you could follow me on Facebook. And actually I got a couple of places on Facebook, but the one for the new programs, I got a special page called facebook.com Free Money News. And that's where I put up all the new programs I find when I do my research every day. I'm doing research for clients, primarily on how to find money to fix up houses or be in real estate or just buy a house, or how to start a business or a nonprofit organization, all the money programs that are available, in your state and what's available there. Then I do something else too, is what I call a one-stop. This is like 327 sources of free money and help just in your state. Because a lot of these programs, if you hear these videos, you have to go to your state. So I'm collecting them all just for everybody in that state to have one source to go to apply for every bloody program there is. So that's at lesko.com/one-stop. Lesko.com/one-stop. I got a whole bunch of states, over half of them finished now. And if your state isn't up there yet, just put the generic in one for my state. And I'll do that and have it to you in 14 days. It's there. And they're giving out more money than ever before. Actually, even in this administration, they talk about budget cuts. They've expanded the debt by $2 to $3 trillion. That's right. It's all just phony baloney what they're doing, and it's growing no matter who's in town. I've been following this stuff for 40 years, and that's why I don't want the rich people to know about it. They'll find out about all these programs, but it's you, the average person on this street, should know about them too. We live in a country where this is for everybody, not just the rich folks. So let me help.